Tobin Bresnak in Westminster, Colorado, and today's project is a dirt conveyor belt. So my house has a crawl space but no basement. It's a 3-foot high crawl space, so I can crawl down there, and I want to store my wine down there. I want to use that space. It's mostly clay, and so far I've been digging it out by hand, putting it in buckets and carrying the buckets out, but that's not fast enough. What I want to do is I want to use the registers, that is the vents that are on 2 places on the each side of the house, to run a conveyor belt out that I can pile dirt on, and then it would run out and land in a wheelbarrow so that I can haul it off more easily. I've got an old evaporative cooler motor that runs at either 1750 or 1140 rotations per minute. I can gear that down so it travels just a few inches per second if I use various pulleys and wheels. So I went to Ace Hardware and I got some materials, and I'm going to see what I can put together. This first stage is just going to be the drive motor. I'm not even going to attach the belt yet. I just want to get the drive working. Here's the motor. Got a couple of large, these are large pulleys. Got a motor mount. Got some belts. I don't know if these will be long enough because I need to come out of the small hole to the drive. Some bearings. So I've gotten the motor working using a switch for a swamp cooler. It rotates the correct way. And now all I have to do is set up all the pulleys. I went to the store and got some more shafts and some bushings. So let's get to it. It works. See how strong this is. Well, I can hold it. It's not good. Yeah, I'll need a tighter belt here. It's day 2 of the dirt conveyor project. I was able to get the conveyor together, at least one half of it, and most of the mechanics in place. I went and bought a slightly smaller belt, so I'm going to put that on. Hopefully it's tight enough. Today I want to try to solder the connections together and just make sure that it fits, and so just to prove out the proof of concept here before I go ahead and add the belt and add the extra length to it. Let's get to it. So this is the vent that I'm going to have to come out of with the conveyor belt. I'll need it to stick out at least 1.5 feet probably to get it to be able to load a wheelbarrow full of dirt to be able to haul it down. Now there's a slight angle that I'm going to have to use because I want to go down into the crawl space, which is about 3 feet below this level right here. So I want to go down to that level where I can load up the conveyor, have the conveyor the dirt out, and drop it in a wheelbarrow so I can haul it off. So this cover is attached with some staples. I've got straight slot, tin snips, needle nose pliers, and a pair of dikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, This wire was just so I could find the hole inside the house, because it was dark and it's dark down there. Maybe I can pry this off. Here. I got it in there with nails. There's 4 nails on this one. Some sort of block. I never made it through with this thing. It never even went through. Oh, get a hammer. Well, that'll make a good seal for when I'm not working on it. Let me get the Sawzall. Cut this out a little bit. That's where the dirt will come from. Let's see how well this fits now. Yeah, decent angle. Thing is, I'm not gonna know for sure unless I go in there and take this with me, so I'm gonna do that. That's not bad. I guess I could always dig it out down there, give it a little more room. Well, I've gotten the motor to work and drive the shaft. I'm going to solder this together. If you ever have trouble soldering, make sure you... I always use flux. Do you even flux, bro?